welcome to the second episode in my West Ham Up the Irons Football Manager 2019 career mode, where the aim of this series is to hopefully win the Champions League with West Ham before FM20 comes out. In case you missed the beginning of the season, there was a live stream up on my channel. I did that yesterday, or the day before, whenever I decided to release this video. I did it on the Wednesday, basically, the 17th of April. Just to put a date on things, but in case you missed that, these are the results of the beginning of the season. Then I played up until QPR in the stream, and I played all these off camera. So on the stream, then we drew 2-2 with Watford. We're on Auschwitz and Obiang getting the goals there, and then we drew 2-2 at home again to Liverpool, which I was very pleased about because we were very, very attacking in that game. Lucas was the early goal and Obiang again scoring another goal. And then we beat Arsenal 3-0. Mikel Antonio getting 2 goals and Dean Garner getting one as well, who I brought off the bench. He's a very, very good youngster, actually. I'll also go through the transfers as well, just in case you missed it. We then beat QPR 4-1 in the Carabao Cup second round. Hernandez getting 2, Dean Garner getting another one, and Declan Rice getting one as well. Then the off-camera games, we drew 2-2 away at Newcastle. Yarmolenko and Lucas getting those goals. And then we went to Bournemouth and won 3-2 with a last-minute goal from Marko Arnautovic. You have no idea how happy I was with that. And then we won 2-1 at home to Leicester. Anderson and Mark Noble with a 94th minute penalty. Again, you have no idea how happy I was with that. But then my mood changed a little bit. Yes, we won 1-0 away at Scunthorpe, but it took a penalty in the 87th minute to win. Now, we really didn't play that well in that game, and I really was not happy with that game. As you can see there, the ratings are just awful. Dean Garner wasn't very good. Then we bounced back with a 3-0 victory at home to Everton. Obiang getting 2 this time, and Arnautovic as well getting 1. But then, unfortunately, our first loss of the season came away, as expected, to Manchester United at Old Trafford. Lingard and Massa getting 1 as well, and then Zaldua, I don't know how to pronounce his name, got sent off as well. And then, unfortunately, we lost on penalties away at Leeds, so we're out of the League Cup. But today, then, everyone, we're going to have Crystal Palace and Tottenham, the first big derby of the season. I guess Palace's as well, but and Arsenal, but Spurs. West Ham have a huge rivalry with Spurs. But the transfers first of all. I bought. Obviously, these are all real life transfers, but I bought in Tonali, who some of you may know if you play FIFA. Who's a very, very exciting prospect, and I'm wanting him to replace Noble when Noble eventually retires or just becomes not good enough for the first team in the Premier League, if that makes sense. And then Zaldua, who saw you got sent off in the last game, I brought him in as well because I sold Pablo Zabaleta. Now you may be wondering, why have you sold Zabaleta? Well, because he's just not very good, pretty much. That's why. But yeah, league table then, we're currently in 5th place in the Premier League. 1-4, drawn 3 and lost 1, so it's not been a bad start to the season. Better than Bournemouth, who've lost all 8 games, so that's not very good. And yeah, there's a few of the top teams have had a mixed start. Like for example, Spurs didn't win their first game until I think it was the 4th game of the season. I think so. We obviously have them in this episode. Actually, yeah, it was the 5th game actually of the season. So yeah, they didn't have a very good start. But without further ado, then let's get into today's game and let's see what the lineup is, shall we? So here we are then, everyone. Match day. As you can see, Liverpool have already played Chelsea. So where does that place us then? So Chelsea are, well, they're 4 points clear and Liverpool are top of the league. So we can't really do much there. But moving on to this game then. Crystal Palace away from home in the first game of this episode. I don't really usually do like pick a squad on my own, so I normally let the assistant do it. This is my tactic, by the way, if you didn't see it in the stream. Fredericks is in for Zaldua, which is interesting, and he's playing on Arnautovic up top. I mean, I guess we can see if that works. I mean, I'll submit the team. Obviously, if it doesn't work, I'll move on. I'll swap on our switch with Wilshere, and probably Hernandez or Lucas will come on. I mean, Lucas has had a very good start to the season. So there's their team. It's Batshuayi and Benteke up top. The dream team up top. So I'm going to say go out there and do a worthy display. Faith in all of you. And yeah, let's hopefully we can continue this good run on that we had at the start of the season. Obviously, Crystal Palace are below us by a single position, so this should be an interesting and competitive game. First highlight here then, 9 minutes into the game. Crystal Palace got the ball with Mayer, and he crosses it in, and Milivojevic is free at the back post. And that was awful marking. I don't know what's gone on there. And it's 1-0 Crystal Palace. So Mayer passes it to Zaha, then Zaha passes it back to Mayer, and then Milivojevic is just all by himself on a holiday at the back post. And he just slots it in. Alright then. Is he offside? No, he wasn't. So I don't know why it showed me that. But yeah, 1-0 Crystal Palace, not the best start ever. But hopefully we can bounce back from this. And as we have another highlight here already, as Felipe Anderson stalling it off his man. Felipe Anderson's through and it's 1-1. Come on, get in there, lads. 1-1, Felipe Anderson, 17 minutes into the game. And we're back on level terms. The one thing I have noticed this year is Felipe Anderson just heads it past Mayer there and he just runs it through by himself. And the defenders are like, sure, go ahead. One thing I have noticed about this season so far is that we are drawing a lot of games. We're dropping a lot of points as Mayer now has a corner in. Ooh, Benteke there almost heads it in. But yeah, we are drawing a lot of games. As you can see, we've already drawn 4. Well, this will be our 4th draw. So we need to kind of convert some of those into wins. And maybe we will climb further up the table. I don't know. But Declan Rice now with a free kick out towards Felipe Anderson now. He's looking very dangerous here today. He goes for another shot and Guaita has the save and he's comfortable there. Another highlight then for us as Cresswell now has the ball going down the left-hand side. He's going to cross it in. No, Wan-Bissaka clears it somehow. And now Benteke is on the ball. Milivojevic. Surely Batshuayi was offside there. Van Aanholt. Back to Scott Dan. Now to Zaha, who's dangerous as ever. Now Batshuayi gives it away to Fredericks. And now Wilshere. And now we can counter-attack. Come on. Get further up the field. Yarmolenko. Yes, come on. Don't go for a shot. Oh. That was close. I mean, wrong. But as we come up to half-time then, I think it'll be 1-1 at half-time. Yes, it will. And we are drawing here at half-time with Crystal Palace. It's not been a bad game. I will say that I'm far from pleased with the performance so far. And the second half will kick off. We have a highlight here for us. Jack Wilshere now has the ball down the left-hand side. He's going to cross into Arnautovic. How has he missed? How has Marco Arnautovic missed that? I'm going to make a substitution now, actually. I'm going to take Wilshere off for Lucas and swap him with Arnautovic, then put Arnautovic out on the left. So Lucas is now up top with Arnautovic out on the left. And I'm going to... Oh, we've got a highlight here. Corner for Crystal Palace. Whipped into the back post. Fabianski claims it comfortably there. As he's now going to look to build from the back. Maybe, yes, he is. Anderson now on the ball. Noble. And he gives it straight away. I don't know what we're trying to do. I don't know why we're playing a Route 1 football. That's not what this tactic is for. But we've managed to press massively there. And push it all the way up to the goalkeeper. Now Batshuayi's on the ball. He's now got Andros Townsend down the right-hand side. Crosses it. Sorry? What? Why do I have a feeling that was a cross? And not a shot? But Batshuayi here, down on the left-hand side, cuts inside. That's a shot. I mean, I don't know what Fabianski's doing. That's mental. How? How has that just gone in? I mean, if we lose this game to that goal, we've got a corner. Obiang. Oh, I mean, if we lose this game to that goal, I'm more than happy to. That was a hell of a goal. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. That was mental. But we're now, if we lose this game, we've lost 2 games on the bounce, which is unfortunate. So, isn't very good going into the Spurs game, not going to lie. Going down to the last few minutes now, they now have possession of the ball. Now there's Townsend going down the right-hand side. Gives it to Jordan Ayew, Zaha, and it's 3. For God's sake! Why are we getting up? Why do we get off to such a good start, and then it just all of a sudden collapses in the space of 3 games? How can we lose to Leeds on penalties? Oh my God! And then we've got Spurs next. Oh my God! Lucas with the ball in. Why is nobody attacking the ball? I don't know. Hernandez passed it to Noble. There's the final whistle. 3-1. Terrible performance. Awful performance. I mean, I have no words for that. But we now have a 2-week break, I think, because it's internationals, I think, to Spurs. So I will see you all when we play Spurs. So here we are on match day then, with a late kickoff on the Saturday for West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur. Nothing really to talk about really, apart from Robert Snodgrass, who got an injury on international duty, so he's giving out for about a month-ish, something like that. And Andy Carroll is now back in training, but I'm not going to start him because he's unregistered. So probably gonna register him in the January time after the transfer window. But here we are then. Obviously Tottenham are favourites for the game, as Onana has been dropped. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I'll probably play Antonio actually, because Antonio played quite well when he last played. So that's the team then for today. It's Fabianski, Cresswell, Rice, Balbuena, Fredericks, Obiang, Noble, Felipe Anderson, Wilshere, Antonio, and Lucas up top. So let's get this going, shall we? The first major derby of the season. Of course, there is a rivalry between these two. I can't quite remember what the derby's called, but I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. I have faith in you, I have faith in you, I have faith in you. Well, that team talk went well, didn't it? So let's get this game started then. I'll just skip that interview, and here we are then. Kickoff for probably the biggest game of the season so far, for us anyway. And let's see if we can get the 3 points, shall we? So, as we approach half-time, the first highlight of the half, and it's a goal. Great. Harry Kane has scored. That's literally the first highlight of the first half. Like, I'm not even joking. That's the first highlight of the half, and they've scored from it. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just simple. What is the man on the back post doing? He's just going to stand there and watch him poke it in. I mean, come on, lads. This is ridiculous. But half-time, I'm going to absolutely lay into them. I don't care. Show me some passion. Jesus Christ. Awful first half performance. Don't know what we were doing. I'm going to tell them to show some passion as well. As the second half begins. Looking for a better second half. We've got a free kick here. Felipe Anderson whips it in. Back post. Back down. Oh, Wilshere blocked. Luckily Mark Noble gets onto the end of that. Don't pass it back to the goalkeeper. He decides to just hit it over to no one. But Anderson's got onto the end of that header. And oh, Antonio. Gee, that was a hit and a half. That was. I was hoping that was going to go in just because it was so spectacular. But we now have Mark Noble. Why would you get yourself sent off, man? Luckily, I mean, I'm going to take Wilshere off anyway because he's awful. But actually, no, I'm not going to keep him on. And I'm going to bring Arnautovic on for. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring on Yarmolenko for Antonio. So let's see if that works. This hasn't been the best game or episode so far, I'm not going to lie. As we now have a throw-in, Cresswell throws it in to Felipe Anderson. Obiang now on the ball, passes it back to Declan Rice. Building it up nicely here, as Anderson now just... I mean, what is that? Oh, get on the end of that. Oh. I mean, what was that ball from Anderson? Like, someone tell me what was that ball? I have no idea. Now, Spurs are going to build up, probably going to score at the end of this highlight. Harry Kane passes out to Aurier. Aurier is going to go through. Lucas Moura now crosses it into Harry Kane. Yep, there's second goal. For God's sake! Why can't we just... Oh my God. What's happened since the beginning of the season? Like, literally, we've just turned crap. Eriksen with a free kick in. Ben Davis, goal. 3-0. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm actually getting really frustrated now. Like, what is this? I'm taking Balbuena off. He's been crap. I'm bringing Chicharito on as well. What is this? How is it 3-0 Spurs? We're down to 9th as well. Can't believe this. Such a good start to the season. Now we've lost 3 games in a row. Oh, it's another corner. Christian Eriksen whips it in. There's 4. Nope, Fabianski saved it. Wow, he's actually made a save. Well done, Fabianski. I was going to throw out to Declan Rice. Get on the end of that, Chicharito. Go on. Go on. Yes. Well done, lad. I mean, that wasn't the most spectacular goal ever, but I don't know what happened to this. Anderson there just hit and hurt. I don't know why he's suddenly doing that. And I don't know what Lloris was trying to do there, but yeah. 3-1. I mean, we've lost, but it's 3-1. And yeah, that second half was a lot more entertaining than the first one. Obviously not for us, because we lost. But that's going to be the end of the episode, guys. So if you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more of this series if you enjoyed the series. And yeah, unfortunately, that's a 3-1 defeat to Spurs. Not really the best. I don't know why Mark Noble decided to get himself sent off. I'm going to say that I'm far from pleased. And yeah, and that's the end of this episode then. Like I said, please leave a like and subscribe for more of this series. And I will see you all in the next episode, where I will play either Cardiff or Chelsea and whoever we get in the FA Cup third round. I don't know. So I'll play all these games off camera, and then either Cardiff, Chelsea, or Chelsea in the FA Cup third round, depending on who we get. So if you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.